Hey, what's going on today, YouTube? Thought I'd do my second part video for kind of a channel update, but I think this time mostly talking about my workout in the video. So, unfortunately, I didn't record when I was doing my chest workouts. So, this is basically from triceps and beyond. This is my push day. This was actually done the day of the last video that I recorded. Oh boy, that doesn't make sense. This was recorded. I think it was on this past Friday, so that would make it what December. Let me see, 27th. No, this was done December 26th, the day after Christmas. So yeah, I'm just doing push in this video, and you could see that I set up the bands on here. And when I was trying to tell people about doing the bands to help with doing the dips, the way, if you notice the way that I bend my knees, the point of that is to keep the resistance the same as much as possible during the entire movement, to try and emulate one of those traditional assisted dip machines that you'll see at the gym, because the movement is exactly the same, or the resistance is exactly the same at the top all the way down to the bottom, from the bottom all the way to the top. So if you look, you can see that the band right here is roughly about the same tension when I'm up as I'm going down. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to emulate that. And of course, it's hard because you can't really feel too much of a difference there when you're actually doing it. But I'm just trying my best to, for what I can feel, for the most part, it seems like it's pretty consistent. And then later on, I'll use more assistance. And I think, yeah, like right here, I'm adding another band. And so this is kind of I think this is more for triceps rather than chest. And the reason why I'm doing assisted dips is because I'm just too heavy right now to do body weight dips. I mean, I can, but it's just not enough to do multiple sets, because I think the most I can do right now is 4 or 5, and that's like to failure. So I want to be able to get more reps out of it, some more volume, and so that's why I do assisted. And also because you get your body used to actually doing the movement too, so it's gonna feel fine and comfortable, familiar, when you go and do body weight dips. It's gonna feel heavier, but it's not gonna feel like a strange movement. So that's why I like to do this. I like to add as much volume as I can in this dip movement, so when I do the actual dip, I know how to do it. My body's adjusted to the positioning, the angling, going up, going down, how it feels on the triceps, the elbows, the wrists, the shoulders, everything like that. So that's why I like to do that. And then those are just the nice attachments to do the dips that came with the Mikolo M4 machine. I am trying to get that review video out. I don't like that there's some things that I kind of missed in the heat of the moment when I was doing it, but I think I'm just have to commit with setting it and forgetting it. So right here, I'm doing my tricep push down. This is my push day 2, I believe. So I think I'm doing this heavier than I should be as far as trying to manage fatigue. I should be doing a little bit less weight and more reps. But I mean, it's fine. It's fine. Seems to be working out okay. But yeah, this is so. What I'm doing is I wish I had another angle. I got shot this at, but if you're gonna look at the way I do it from the side, I go as I push down. I'm pushing straight down, but if you're to look at me from the side, when I'm coming up, I'm actually bringing the bar that I'm holding to my belly and having it ride up my chest and keeping my elbows back. The reason why I have my elbows back when I do this movement is because I could just feel my triceps really stretching, and because you're in kind of that awkward angle, you have to use your triceps to pull yourself out. You can't use your shoulders. So I'm really, to me, it feels like I'm isolating the triceps there when I'm doing that movement. It doesn't feel like it's in my shoulders, because if I was to have my elbows more forward, I feel like I'd use my shoulders more, but whereas I have them back, I can, use my triceps more. I don't know how to explain that. That's just the way it feels to me. And then I opened up the garage because the weather got better, because I think that day it was very stormy, and then it cleared up. So that's that. So that is just what I'm doing. Some of my workouts, what I have in place is, this is push day 2. So I do an incline cable fly as my first workout. And then I do my dumbbell incline bench press. And then I do a flat Smith machine barbell bench press. And then that's where I do the dips. And then I do the tricep push downs. And then you can see my puppers right here. Shilpi Kumar wanting attention. Yeah, you could. She's a funny dog. She's pretty good when it comes to touching her paws. When we take her to grooming sessions, the groomers say that she's very easy to work with, especially when it comes to trimming down the paw pads and doing the nails. She doesn't try to, nip or get aggressive or anything like that. She's not an aggressive dog either. She's a crackhead, I'll tell you that. She's full of energy and excitement and love. So that's, as troublesome as she is, I'm very grateful that she's like that, instead of the opposite, where she's very paranoid and angry and untrustworthy of people, especially when it happens to be like close people. And no matter how many times you visit that person, the dog is always going to be aggressive. We all have that one dog, or we have that friend that has that one dog that's just like that. No matter how many times you go over and pet the dog and let them smell you, they still just give you that hateful, I'm going to bite your neck off attitude. And then a few minutes they're okay. Yeah, my legs are shaking because I'm just like, it's burning. The freaking pain is intense on these triceps, because this is my failure week. As I go into doing my deload week. So today's Sunday, so tomorrow, Monday, I'll be doing my deload just to recover, because my whole body is so sore. I feel like I'm not recovering anymore, and that's not a good thing. I'm just doing too much volume. So I think I just need to cut down on the amount of sets I'm doing, even though I'm going to failure basically, or rep from shy from failure. Yeah, so that's something that I'm trying to experiment with this next mesocycle. So once I finish this deload, and depending on how well I feel recovered, I'm going to I'm going to do go really easy on that first week because I'm always resensitized every time I do a deload. I'm telling you, man, when I do a deload and then I start my first week, I am so freaking sore that whole first week. And then the second week is like much more manageable. Oh yeah, I'm playing air guitar, darn it. But what I'm gonna try and do is after that first week, going kind of easy, easing into it basically, since I'm resensitized, I'm going to jump into doing everything as one rep shy of failure, just to experiment and see if I am pushing that hard every week, but if I keep the volume like maybe 2 sets instead of 3 sets per exercise, if that will be enough for me to get some, quality or noticeable, gains, response from it. And that will, if that happens, that will save me time as well, because these sets take so long because I do these long eccentric movements. Not with this one. This one's not really that great to tell, but usually I have a pretty good amount of time riding the eccentric essentially. And so I just want to see if I can get some good results, or at least the same results, but less fatigue, especially more manageable recovery. Like I could recover just on time and not still be sore when I'm supposed to hit that muscle group again. That'll be great because it's going to save me more of that time, which is what I want. I want to be able to save some more of that time, just so that way I can focus a little bit more on some of my cardio stuff. I want to implement more cardio. Specifically, I want to add a little bit of HIIT, like 15 minutes of HIIT for the cardio benefits, and then on top of that, keep up with my walking as well. So right now I'm actually trying to stay in the habit of, as soon as I finish a meal, within 5 minutes or so, I want to get on the treadmill and go for a walk, or go outside if the weather's not bad and go for like a walk for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And if I feel really good, I might even do like 20 minutes. But the point is to move, so that way it helps a lot with digestion. So that's kind of a big thing there. So that's kind of what I'm going to be experimenting with this next mesocycle. But the thing is, you have to do this for a long period of time. You can't just do it for one mesocycle. And if I need to clarify that, a mesocycle would traditionally be like a 4 to 6 week training period. So you have to do this across multiple mesocycles, because it takes time for your body to, gaining muscle, losing fat, it's such a long process. You don't want to rush it. And it takes time for you to notice the difference, and it's going to take time for your body to adapt as well. So especially to reap the benefits. For example, if you're someone who suffers with like small calves, right? That's always a big thing in the lifting community. Add more volume, do more volume, and maybe even when you have to add the volume, do more frequency. So instead of doing 4 or 5 sets once a week, do 6 sets twice a week. And then, or depending if you're already doing that for twice a week, try doing 3 days a week, or like an every other day type of pattern. And maybe do like 2 really hard sets every other day like that, and see if that helps. But the thing is, wait 3 to like 6 months to really like see something noticeable in your body, like to tell, and make sure you take those pictures to show it because, for example, for a while my wife was saying that Mama Bear was saying that she noticed that my calves were kind of small in comparison to my quads and my legs, and you can't really tell right here, only when I'm like in my underwear or when I'm flexing with my shorts up. That's how she sees it. That's how she can see it. Obviously, we live together, duh. But she noticed that they looked a little bit small in proportion to my quads and my thigh, well, my whole thigh. And so I was like, okay, let me add a couple more sets, but I'm gonna do it twice a week instead of once a week, because I was only doing it once a week because I always thought my calves were okay. So what I decided to do is do them twice a week, and I added some more sets, so some more volume, and I made sure I was taking pictures, progress pictures as well. But my wife or Mama Bear was the first one to notice that they were starting to look proportionate. But I didn't notice that until I think my 6 month into it, doing that, adding that extra set to it. That's when I noticed, because I was taking pictures. Oh, okay, I see a difference in my calves now. I see that they do look like they've grown a little bit. Not anything significant. I mean, in this video they kind of look normal to me, but they have changed if I compare from when I first started, when she brought it up, to where I ended up going. So, that's just some things to kind of think about. So if you're suffering with a deficiency, just add more volume, add more frequency. And if you can't recover, try cutting down a little bit of volume in other places that aren't as important for you as well. So those are just kind of some things to think about. But yeah, I'm going to be experimenting and seeing how that works and how things change. So that's basically it. And you can tell that sometimes my pets like to hang out with me when I work out. So maybe we'll see some more of them in the videos in the future. Well, maybe, I'm pretty sure we will. But that's everything. I appreciate it, folks. Thanks so much. I hope you liked the video, and leave a like and subscribe.